18-year-old Walmart employee died on shift over the weekend.
Why would this girl get trapped in an oven that should open from the inside? Can anyone explain?
That's unacceptable. I mean, she was screaming for help.
And they're saying that there is absolutely no way, y'all, that she could have been locked in the oven on her own.
Honestly, Walmart.
Today, I will be talking about everything that you need to know about the Walmart employee that was sadly found passed away in a Walmart oven in Halifax. There is a lot of conspiracy around her passing and how she got locked in this oven and why it was her mom that found her. Today, I'll be talking all about this case and also be looking at some potential theories. In a world filled with bustling aisles and the hum of everyday life, a dark tragedy unfolded, one that would shake a community to its core. Meet Gursimran Kaur, an 18-year-old Walmart employee, a daughter, a friend, and a vibrant spirit with dreams of a better future. On October 19th, Kaur's life took an unimaginable turn. After failing to return home from her shift, her family reported her missing. The days that followed would bring her family unimaginable grief. Tragically, her family's worst fears were confirmed when she was found dead inside a walk-in oven in the bakery section of the Walmart where she worked. The news of her tragic death ignited outrage and grief. Friends and family gathered to honor her memory, lighting candles and sharing stories of her kindness and laughter. Investigators quickly ruled out foul play, but the internet is not buying it. How did she, a very dedicated employee, end up locked inside an oven? As the investigation unfolded, concerns over workplace safety and protocols began to surface. Was the bakery's safety equipment functioning?
I come from a background of the culinary industry, and so I would consider it highly abnormal or unusual to have lack of a safety release valve in any of the equipment.
Were employees properly trained to handle this kind of situation? Now, here's where it gets a little suspicious. And now I want to say that these are theories that I have found online. Some of them are darker than others. Just keep that in mind. What doesn't make sense is that a lot of Walmart employees have actually hopped on TikTok to film their Walmart bakeries where they work. There's one woman that shows that when the door swings closed, even if you accidentally flung it open, it still slowly closes and doesn't fully lock. It needs to be pushed in completely and latched.
Okay, these ovens are so hard to shut from the outside. You have to push them. I'll show you. See that? You have to push it to click it. You could even say you swing it open too hard when you get something out of the oven. Let's see what happens.
Another Walmart employee posted on TikTok that hers, you actually needed to like push it and like lock it with a handle. Also, even if it does closes, it doesn't lock from the inside. So if she was in there and she was trapped, she should still be able to open it.
Now for the oven to close and lock, you have to push this with all your might and pull the handle to the side and lock it in place. There is no way possible somebody could lock themselves in there.
Other Walmart employees say that there is emergency like shut off feature on the inside. So for some reason, if it did lock, she would be able to press the button and the door would open.
Pops the door open. Pops the door open. In my opinion, there's no way she did that on her own.
Now, allegedly, that part was broken. Why she was going into the oven too, we don't know. Other Walmart employees posted online saying that it's very small. If you want to get inside, you have to crouch down and go inside, so it's not a place that anyone would really fully go in.
I don't even know if I would fit in here, honestly. I'm 5'1", medium built. I would have to crouch down to get in. There's no emergency latch in here, but I would never be in here.
So people are thinking that maybe it was more malicious. So here are some theories. Some people believe that it was Walmart themselves. Something happened, Walmart does have it on camera, and they erased it to cover their tracks to, save their butts. Something happened, they know and they covered it up. This kind of would make sense just because there's no footage of what happened, which is scary because Walmart has cameras absolutely everywhere. So you're telling me that there's no camera pointed towards the oven or in that general area that would have shown someone coming or leaving? Like, even if it's not in the bakery area, but like in a section in the work environment, that's very hard to believe for me. Another person that is going viral right now keeps claiming that it is a honor killing. I don't know so much about this. A lot of people are like fighting over their claims of this, but others say that it could be some sort of like domestic violence or a dispute with a coworker. Something happened and there was a fight and they got pushed and locked inside. Or even if she had a friend at Walmart and they were fooling around. You know, as kids you fool around and you're like, oh, go ding dong ditch. What if it was like, I dare you to go in the oven, and then something happened and they didn't think that she would actually lose her life. Some people say that when the doors are open in the bakery, in general, that the heat stops so that you don't obviously get burns, but then steam comes in to still keep the area warm. So someone suggested that maybe she walked in, the steam got to her and she fainted or collapsed in there, or maybe when she went in there to retrieve something, she collapsed because of the heat, and then if the door closed, she would have, you know, passed away. Now, what doesn't make sense about that is apparently, doing research, a lot of people say that the oven won't stay on unless the door is fully locked. Like, I had a blender and the blender wouldn't turn on unless the lid was fully secured, that kind of thing. It's to prevent people from getting hurt. In that regards, it still wouldn't make sense because she would have had to been locked in there. Even if she passed out, someone would be able to open the door and retrieve her. But according to a leaked 911 call, somebody reported that she was locked inside and that they couldn't get to her. So even employees from the outside couldn't get in.
Female has locked in an oven in the bakery. Oven is on. Unsure if the staff are able to turn it off.
So was it a case of the oven door malfunctioning? Like, what's up with that? Now, here's another thing. Apparently, Walmart recently changed the policy that instead of just reaching in to clean the ovens, that they have to go in themselves and like clean it to do a better job, if that makes sense. So maybe she was going in there to clean. We don't know because police haven't told us, like, yes, there was bread in there or there was cleaning products found at the scene. Like, everything is being very hush-hush, which I know it's because the case is still very recent. I was looking on Reddit and somebody said, I'm surprised that nobody went to use the oven for several hours or smelled anything unusual. Burning hair, burning flesh, it has a distinct, very stinky smell. You'd think if there was other workers around that they would smell something. Also, it's hard to believe that throughout the day they didn't need to go and retrieve something from the oven. Someone says that apparently the people that were like closing the shift found her, so that means that she would have been there throughout the whole day, which again, wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm working a shift with her, where did she go? There's just little things like that that don't make sense. Like, how long was she in the oven for? How did no one realize that she was at work and then just disappeared? Because I don't know about you, I've worked with large corporations before, and like, you know who's working the floor, you know who's working, and if they just disappear, there's chatter, you're like, ooh, did they go home? They're getting in trouble. Now, the other thing that people are thinking is suspicious is that the fact that her mom found her. I read an article that said that her mom also worked at the same Walmart, so that's not too far-fetched, but I don't know. I guess what was running through her mind when she opened up the oven. So some people are just, they automatically point fingers at the mom and are saying that she locked her in and then was like, oh no, my daughter, she's in there. Again, this is just all theories. We don't know anything for facts. And then one last thing before I end this video is that a lot of people were commenting saying that in Halifax, the racism and discrimination is very prominent, and because she is a person of color, they think that maybe she was attacked for that reason, which would be absolutely, that's just terrible if she lost her life over her skin color, you know? That's all the information that we know. It is a very sad and tragic case. It is still like bothering me to this day, and I will continue to keep you all updated as we find out more information from this case. So again, let's be respectful for her and her family. And with that being said, let me know if there's any other true crime cases that you want me to cover. You can let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much. I know this was like a heavier video than I'm used to, but if you like true crime content, then let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, smash that like button. Obviously, subscribe to my channel. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.